Ever wondered why Apple never did promotions based on the specifications of the product they came up with? It was always about the usability or the groundbreaking technology. It was that one line, time and again, which always got our attention. So, what is it with Apple? What's up, ladies and gentlemen? Yayati Parekh here, and let's explore the Apple ecosystem. What's it? From the very beginning, Apple never had to compete based on specifications. It was just about what they were providing for the user experience. With Apple having a vast array of products ranging from the iPhone to the iPads to the MacBooks to the iMacs to the watches, you get the idea, the list goes on and on. But 99% of the time, the people's journey into the Apple world begins with the most popular device to be ever made. The iPhone. Hi, how you doing? Please note that this is where the journey begins. You've still not entered the amusement park known as the ecosystem. As you'll spend more and more time with this device, what you'll realize is that compared to the other 400 Android phones which you could have picked from the market, this is completely different. What you knew about phones, it's not the same. You'll kind of have to unlearn what you knew, have to let go of a few features to gain access to a few more and deal with the learning curve. But once you're done with the learning curve and you get habituated to this device, you are going to realize that this brand that barely releases 4 or 5 phones a year is on another league altogether. No matter what is your purpose of using the phone, if you're an engineer, if you're an artist, if you're a working professional or you're a student, you are going to enjoy the seamlessness this phone provides. Due time, the software integration on this device is so good. Like, you come for the phone and you stay back for the software. Due time, you won't realize, wait, what was the figure which was there before this many GBs of RAM? You don't exactly need to remember it because it just works. You never have to face your device crashing. You never care what the megapixel is because you get the shot. You need to take out your phone, point it 9 out of 10 times. You're going to get the shot right. Due time, you're even going to forget your old buddy, Bluetooth. Because, yeah, we have Bluetooth, not that it's not there. But you don't need to share files based on Bluetooth. You're going to find people from the ecosystem who are going to have the same device and are going to introduce you to the magic of AirDrop. Now, after a while, as time passes and we take our life a normal way, what happens? We still need to upgrade our other devices for multiple reasons. Maybe our devices gave up, maybe they need an upgrade, maybe it just doesn't look as good as the new one. So what we do? We sit, we think about what is the device we need, what are the products, the price range and everything. And since you already have an iPhone, why not stick to the same brand? Well, in this case, I'm just going to demonstrate the Apple Series 6, the most accurate timepiece of 2020. As you bring your new device close to the old device, you realize that there is a pop-up on your old device which states that there is a new device in the vicinity. And when you tap, you see the space age, it's a QR code, but it looks like a space age orb of algorithm. Once you're done scanning it, getting a few permissions, putting the password of your phone, and that's when the magic of the cloud begins. You are still stuck over the fact that, wow, that orb looked cool. What is happening is iCloud is syncing your new device and the old device, getting you all your applications, all your settings, all your alarms, reminders, down to the very fact that you do not even need to put your Wi-Fi passcode again. It's taken care of. Wow! That's the Apple ecosystem warming up for you. Welcome to the ecosystem, ladies and gentlemen. This is where now would kind of be like a good time to click on the like button and the subscribe button if you haven't already. And if you already have, thanks. So the more time you spend with this new device, what happens is you realize that not only can you unlock your phone with the mask on right now, there are so many other things which you can do with just 2 devices. Add in a third device. Let's say we add in a MacBook. What happens after? Let's say you're typing up a document, you want to take a photo. So by the click of a button, you can use your phone camera, take a photo, and it's uploaded in the document. That's kind of. Other than that, just imagine this. You can use your phone to unlock your watch to unlock the Mac, your watch to unlock the phone if you're wearing a mask. Add in a fourth device, add in the iPad, keep it besides the Mac. Sidecar permits you to use your iPad as a secondary display device wirelessly. You get the idea. If you didn't, let's do something else. Add in the earpods. You're connected, you're just Netflixing and chilling, you're watching something on the iPad, you get a call. Smartly, your earphones will switch between the iPad and your phone just so that you can hear the call and it'll pause your Netflix. And this is just to begin with. One of my favorite features is the universal clipboard. There is so much more that we can discuss about the Apple ecosystem facilities, so let's take it down to the comment section. Now that you're completely mesmerized and immersed into the ecosystem, what you don't realize is there are certain facts which are missing. The fact that you do not have a headphone jack in your phone. Your laptop might have a few less ports. The refresh rate of a display is not as good as the others in the market. Why do I have to get an adapter for every time I get a new phone or any product? Come on, I'm pretty sure you can put in the adapter. For the record, just because you're a techie doesn't mean that you will be an Apple enthusiast. And all Apple enthusiasts aren't techies. Due time, let's say you want to get out of this ecosystem, maybe because there's a new device, maybe because there's a new ecosystem which you prefer more. In theory, all you need to do is take your data from the iCloud and then just transfer it into your new device. Sync it, that's it. In practicality, I do not think taking out 17,852 photos along with all the videos, along with all my access which I've got through my Apple ID and all the data through all the softwares which is available on Android is going to seem that easy. I'll take a pass. I'll sacrifice on the 120Hz refresh and the headphone jack. But yeah, this gets me to memory. Apple has always taken a premium fee for memory. Like, you have to pay an exorbitant amount for those extra 64 or 128 or 256 GB. If you can't, you can always subscribe to their own service. The iCloud, well, gets the job done. This brings me to the final verdict. What about the Apple ecosystem? I love the Apple ecosystem, but my biggest complaint with the Apple ecosystem is why so expensive? For me to sustain over here, I need to shed a lot from my pocket and it's not easy. I have this constant urge to upgrade every time you'll come with a new device. And I need to restrict myself. So let's say my work ecosystem is the Apple ecosystem. I still do dab around with my Windows laptop, my S10 rocker of a phone, and my noise cancellation Sony's. But Apple, you are doing it right. Let me know what sort of an ecosystem you all have. Meanwhile, check out the other videos. See you all next Tuesday. Bye.